Welcome to LUTV News Break. I'm Caroline Ott.
And I'm Travis Reed.
A burst of color is taking over downtown Beaumont as artists gather for the Mural Festival, aimed at showcasing creativity and community. LUTV's Hunter Abate shows us how artists are transforming the city.
I wanted to be able to see some good local artists, some artists that I wasn't really sure that I'd ever seen before. I know they flew in a lot. I also smelled the food from the parking lot and increased my speed to get in here. So worked out great, and I'm enjoying it. Beautiful day, being with friends, great vibes.
In general, I've always wanted to be a muralist just because I feel like the little town of Beaumont and the surrounding towns is very great, and it has been for a while. And so whenever I heard about this, I thought it was really interesting because we're actually starting to bring color to kind of such a bland place.
Every single mural that's in the city that's been commissioned for Mural Festival is located on our map. So you can come to the office and grab a mural map and follow all of them. We have 37 different sites right now. And then this year we're adding 15 more new sites. So we'll have a total of 52 mural sites in the city alone.
I think you can see from the turnout that we have here that people are really excited to do things in the community, really excited to especially see like local artists, local talent, things like that.
The turnout is always really good though because it's all local businesses, the food is local, the vendors are local, most of the artists are local, and the big artists, the headlining artists, they aren't local, but they come to this little town to showcase their artwork. There's been a lot of people coming and talking to us and showing interest in what we do, which says a lot because it's a small town. I feel like art really isn't a big thing here, and so for this festival to make it such a prominent thing in such a small area, it means a lot.
So there's always something to do in Beaumont. I hear that a lot. Beaumont is boring, there's nothing to do, but there is always something happening in Beaumont. And we do a lot of things down here to bring the community together. So check the events calendar to see what's going on and always come down and visit.
As these murals come to life, they give a new sense of creativity to downtown Beaumont. For LUTV, I'm Hunter Abate.
Phrases like fake news have slowly degraded trust in media outlets over the years. With that said, the sheer amount of information there can sometimes lead to facts being twisted in fiction and hysteria. I talked to some students on campus that were affected by misinformation and learned ways to get to the source of real news.
Effective April 11th, ICE agents will be allowed to start detaining individuals whom they believe to be trans based on...
This rumor was enough to get many in a panic.
I don't want to be taken from my home forcibly and then be put somewhere else.
After incidents at the hands of ICE violence, concerns like this are too common. However, this rumor is not true.
I found that they had misinterpreted much of what they were speaking about.
The changes affect the terms used in the visa vetting process, specifically to amend language to replace the word gender with sex.
The trans community do believe that they would do that. They believe that the current administration would do something as savage as deporting its own citizens.
I spoke with the journalism professor Stefan Malik to find out how best to combat such rumors.
I think the main thing, and this goes for any information from any source and any consumer of news, is look at multiple sources. Don't just look at one channel or one station or one website. Look at other ones. Are the things that you're reading similar in other locations?
Travis Reed, LUTV News, Lamar Campus.
For many Southeast Texas residents, music is a powerful influence on daily life. Recently, that influence spread to Calder Avenue near downtown Beaumont, where a new record store/music venue brought excitement to the area. LUTV News reporter Phil Borjas was there to find out more.
Recently, a crowd of engaged fans retreated to a night of music at For the Record, one of Beaumont's latest attractions.
For the Record is kind of a unique space in Beaumont in Southeast Texas. We are a combination music store and live music venue.
The origin of this commotion can be traced back to John and Jen Trenbeth, lifelong music lovers from Southeast Texas.
I've collected records my whole life. My husband and I are both lifelong music lovers and really love the Beaumont music scene.
The record shop/venue first opened its doors in late 2024 and since then has garnered its fair share of love from the community. Simply put, music lovers are spinning the block.
This is by far like one of our favorite places to play in like Texas in general. This is a great venue and they take really good care of us and they're just really nice people.
One of the primary goals of For the Record has been to provide a space for music lovers all over Southeast Texas.
We really wanted to make sure that there was somewhere for the young bands and the young kids to come hang out and come play music and see music for themselves.
After a long day, a good night of music is well appreciated. For the record, the party's just getting started.
It's people being able to get away from the weary and dreary and coming out on a Thursday night to come support a touring band and some locals. And it's just a really beautiful thing.
Phil Borjas, LUTV News, For the Record.
For more information on For the Record, check out their website as well as their social media accounts for updates on upcoming events and new releases.
Concerns about rising crime among teens and young adults in Beaumont have some residents on edge. But with the Southeast Texas State Fair around the corner, organizers say safety is a top priority. The Young Men's Business League, the group behind the Southeast Texas State Fair, says it's taking extra steps this year to keep fairgoers safe. Organizers are working closely with local law enforcement to increase security, monitor crowds, and respond quickly to any issues. At the same time, they say the fair is about more than just safety. It's about giving young people in Southeast Texas a positive place to gather. From rides and entertainment to food and community events, leaders hope the fair creates an environment where teens can stay engaged and out of trouble.
We always have a tremendous police presence there. Of course, we got plenty of cameras to walk, to help us aid with that. There's a huge presence that's on the midway where the rides are, as well as in the parking lots, by the gates. At every gate you come into, you're going to see that officer there.
Southeast Texas State Fair is set to return this weekend, with organizers encouraging families to come out and enjoy the experience safely.
With midterms around the corner, some would say student spirits are down, but 3 students are trying to help with that by giving back to campus with some barbecue.
An initiative to provide free barbecue for students and boost overall campus morale, Grilling and Giving will be happening on March 27th from 3 to 7 p.m. on the rec patio. Their goal with this event is to lift spirits, bring people together, and give students a moment to relax.
So Travis, starting off the week, we've had some pretty nice weather. Highs are hitting the 80s, and with a lot of sunshine, you'll definitely be able to feel the sun this week.
That sounds great. And that's right. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Today and tomorrow, we're looking at roughly the same with our highs in the 80s and lows in the low 60s. Moving into the weekend, we can expect a sunny weekend with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. So there will be clear weather on Saturday for Cardinal Palooza.
Starting next week, we're looking at some scattered thunderstorms, so you may need a light rain jacket. Our highs will be in the high 70s and lows in the mid 60s. And that's it for your LUTV 7-day weather forecast.
Thank you for watching LUTV News Break. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on X, Instagram, and like us on Facebook.
Be sure to join us next time for LUTV News, where your campus, community, and culture news come together.